And now, ex-insurgents undergoing rehabilitation in Borno State, north-central Nigeria, are dreaming of being reintegrated into the society even as they hope for entrepreneurial engagements. They voiced out their aspirations during a peace-building visit by the recently awarded peace advocates in Borno State by the International Peace Federation with the support of British Council and Borno State Government. News Central's correspondent Umaru Kirawa, who had an extensive discussion with some of the former insurgents, revealed that they are expressing remorse for their past actions and are eager to contribute to society's progress. Their voices spoke volumes about their collective desire to participate constructively in their communities. And joining us on the news to unpack this is Shehu. He is the president and founder, Peace Ambassadors Center for Humanitarian Aid and Empowerment, and chairman, CSO Northeast. You're welcome. Good to have you on the show today. Now, I've got a question for you. How are local communities in Borno responding to the presence of ex-insurgents, and are the ongoing rehabilitation and integration, how they're responding to this? And are there any challenges or concerns that need to be addressed therein? I'm hoping that you can hear me.
Hello?
Yes, please. Did you hear me there?
Yeah, please, can you,
Good.
can you say that again?
I just
I
asked
missed the question, please.
Yes. I just asked how the local community in Borno State is responding to the presence of these ex-insurgents and how this rehabilitation and integration process is actually affecting them, and if there are any challenges or concerns that they need to address before.
Well, thank you for this very great opportunity. From us as a civil society, within these 14 years of insurgency, we sat down and we reflected. We said we need to come on board to see that we play our role toward ensuring that we complement the effort of the government and other stakeholders. This is what led us to come up with an initiative on how to ensure that we achieve this objective, especially based on the question you mentioned. We went into partnership with the Borno State Government under the Ministry of Information and Women Affairs and also the British Council to come up with an initiative to address this concern you just pointed out. And one thing we observed is about the youth, considering that 70% of the perpetrators of the violence and also those people that have also being affected by the insurgency are the youth. So we said, how can we get in touch with the youth so that they will be part of this process? So this when we came up with the process where we now carefully recruited 100 youth and we make them to be a youth advocate, of which one of the reporter in the Northeast here, Kirawa, happened to be one of the vibrant youth we identified to make them process of how to ensure we have the peace. As you can see in the screen here, Kirawa is seated. These are the insurgents. I think some of us will be surprised that it's Kirawa you are seeing seated in the midst of this repentant insurgent and then talking to them on how they can be able to live in peace in their communities. So the theory of change here is what we understood. We need to work with the youth in order to also solve the problem that are caused by the youth.
So in working with the youth and this provision of opportunities now, what impact exactly is it going to have when it comes to sustainable peace in that region?
Well, as you know, looking at over 100,000 of them that have been repentant and looking at the effort of the Borno State Governor, Governor Zulum, on this process where he now offered them the olive branch for them to come and live in the community in peace. This will translate into a lot of development in the community. Now people can be able to go back to their farms and farm, and then community will now live in peace, and then the economic activity will now pick up, considering that previously people hardly go to farm, and those that can be able to go, they hardly farm beyond 5 kilometers, perimeters in their farms now. But with this development, even the level of attack that is happening along the major road has really subsided. The killings that is happening has also subsided. So gradually this will translate to more freedom, human rights respect, and then economic development in the communities in Borno State.
So talking about the efforts of these international organizations like Peace Ambassadors and the British Council, What role will it play in supporting this peace building efforts in Nigeria as a whole? Well, let's be specific now, maybe even Borno State.
Well, one of the questions we are trying to find an answer to now that we are all working with, just like yesterday by this time, our team together with Kirawa, we went and then we had, with the support of the government, we sat down and we had an honest discussion with them, urging them and then asking them to now identify their means of livelihood, because where they are now is a transition camp and they will now be sent back to the community. So before they go back to the community now, all the stakeholders need to sit down and then identify how can we be able to support these people, especially in the means of livelihood, because for you as an individual, for you to exist in every community, you must have a means where you will be getting your daily source of income so that to address your expenditures. So with this development, majority of them have been honest enough to tell us what they've been doing before joining this clique, and after this now what they used to do while they were in the bush, and now what they want plan to do toward ensuring that the economic of they contribute their own quota toward the economic development of the state. Having said this, the tax is very enormous for any single individual to handle. Borno State government, alone cannot be able to handle this. I think the federal government, the Northeast Development Commission, other critical stakeholders need to come on board, especially the private sectors. Now you have a full of young people who have become expert in their own choosing field of career, even while they were at the bush. You have someone who can couple and then manufacture gun. What do you do to these kind of persons? We need to like stream them since they have repented to the normal society. We need to give them the necessary training that's required to make them to fit the purpose so that they can be able to contribute to the economic development of their state. As I said, our advocacy as a civil society and based on our interaction with them is the tax is very enormous. Large resources is required, both technical in terms of capacity building and then in terms of seed grant, in terms of agriculture, in terms of security for them to go and contribute.
Okay, so Ahmed, you spoke about private sector getting involved. I hope we still have you there. Hello, Ahmed, do we still have you? Unfortunately, we have lost Ahmed, but thank you for joining us in any case.